Hey guys, another quick physics minute. Talk about the ideas of two things, linear and angular velocities. Two things that sound very similar but are very, very different. If I go into take a wheel like this, okay, and I've got 2 points, one on the outside and one on the inside, spinning about a single point, a central axis. Now, as they go around, you can see they both take the same time to go around. Now, here's the weird part. Yes, they complete the same spin in time, but the one on the outside, if you try to follow it with your eyeball, you notice it was actually moving a little bit faster. That's why we have to talk about two different types of speeds. One is called linear velocity, or length over time. We use v to show that in physics. And the other one deals with spin per time. We call it angular velocity. Now, where this gets in kind of cool is where we see things like this, right? Where something's spinning, but we can have different points. Now, I have two setups here. The first one, you see I've got this little gear set up like this, right? I've got a little gear over here, and I've got a big gear here. Now, where they meet, the speed on that part here matches the speed on the other side in terms of straight line speed. But because we've got a big radius here, this is only going to turn a little bit compared to that side. So if I do this, we notice that on the other side, it only moves a little bit. Now, the cool thing happens when I have this guy go the other way. Now, for this little spin here, it's going to cover a big distance. I mean, this thing's going to spin a whole bunch on the other side. So if we check that out, we go the other way, we notice that this side moves really, really fast. Say, well, that's just a bunch of toys to show this idea. Well, this is how transmissions in cars work and how you even shift gears on a bike. If we take a look at something like this. Now, what I have in the middle is a gear that I can shift and spin. Notice I've got rubber bands connected to either side here. One has a very small radius on this side, and one has a very big. Now, if you notice, I also have a small to big here and have a big to small here. Now, you notice I have this labeled 1 and 2. 1 would be like the first gear in a bike. We notice we have a small, then we go to big. Now, with that being, if I move my hand like this, you notice on the one side, you notice it only moves a little bit, right? In doing this, it only moves a little bit on the one side. Okay. Right? It only moves a little bit on the one side, right? That's how we get this thing to start moving. But you notice in second gear, we get that thing to be moving really fast. For 2, we've got a big gear to small. In 1, we've got a small to big. It's those ratios of the two different radius that allows things to go faster and slower. Again, linear is straight line speed, length per time, and angular is spin per time.